Inside source at a Flint, Michigan Inside source at a Flint, Michigan school recently shared what appears to be a class assignment. Now, if you take a look at this assignment, you can see the instructions state that black students should write their assignment in black English, while non-black students should write their assignment in plain English. I am a black woman. I've been black my entire life, to my knowledge, and I always thought that I've been using plain English. So now I start wondering, have I actually been using black English the entire time? I did some research, and apparently this phenomenon of black English is something called AAVE, which is African American Vernacular English.
Yes,
Again,
yes.
I thought I've always been using plain English, evidently not. I came across a video from Babbel. And if you don't know what Babbel is, it is, I believe it's a service that teaches you how to speak different languages. So I find it interesting that they also have a video on AVE. So I'm going to take their word for it. They must know what they're talking about. So we're going to watch this video together and see if we can get a better understanding of what AAVE is, or Black English, because we're all about growth here. We're all about educating ourselves and empowering ourselves, you know? So this should be interesting.
Funny,
Let's,
bro.
take a listen.
Hilarious. Shout out to Gothic.
This video together and see if we
She's
can get a better
funny.
understanding of what
She's
AAVE
funny.
is, or Black English. This video together and see if we can get a better understanding of what AAVE is, or Black English, because we're all about growth here. We're all about educating ourselves and empowering ourselves, you know? So this should be interesting. Let's take a listen.
In standard American English, you would say she doesn't like, whereas in AAVE, you would say she don't like. So we can see that in AAVE, the verb to do is conjugated in the third person plural, rather than the third person singular. Next up is the present progressive tense, which is used to explain something that is happening in real time. For example, Nadine is going shopping. But in AAVE, you would drop the is and just say Nadine going shopping. Parts of the verb, like is and are,
Yo,
are often
Gothics. Yo, she. Yo,
is going shopping. But in AAVE,
she cracked
you would
up.
drop the is
Gothic.
and just say
Gothics.
Nadine going shopping. Parts of the verb, like is and are often is and just say Nadine going shopping. Parts of the verb, like is and are often dropped in AAVE because the meaning is already applied. Now, if someone said Nadine be going shopping, this has an entirely different meaning. It brings us into the territory of the habitual be. The habitual be signifies that something is often or usually done. So, from our example sentence of Nadine be going shopping, the listener understands that, dang, Nadine really loves to shop and does it frequently. And depending on the tone in which this is said, it could imply that Nadine is a shopaholic. But like in most languages, context and tone can have a huge impact on meaning. In AAVE, you might hear someone
Yo,
say
her
ask.
face, bro. Gothics' face is hilarious, bro.
Listener understands that, dang, Nadine really loves to shop and does
Yeah.
it frequently. And depending on the tone in which this is said, it could imply that Nadine is a shopaholic. But like in most languages, context and tone can have a huge impact on meaning. In AAVE, you might hear someone say ask instead of the traditional ask, or library instead of library. This is called metathesis, which involves switching around sounds and words. Although metathesis is a part of the dialect, non-AAVE speakers often make fun of it and or discredit it.
As they should.
Unfortunately,
As they should. They're essentially saying that mediocrity is enriching, and that's a part of our culture.
To be
Like,
allowed to
They should.
be.
as they should. We're essentially saying that
Crazy.
mediocrity is enriching, and
Crazy.
that's a part of our culture. Like, that's. I don't think
that
that's
slang should be used in classes, bro. That colloquialism should be used in classes, bro. That is not the place to use slang, to use colloquialism. It just is not the place to use colloquialism. You have to be sagacious. You have to be logical. Say the slang stuff outside of school, but not inside, bro. Say it, bro. Crazy, bro. Crazy, 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 crazy. Bro. Wild.
Metaphysics is a part of the dialect. Non-AAVE speakers often make fun of it and or discredit it.
as they should.
You do not
As they
sound
should. We're essentially saying that
intelligent.
mediocrity is enriching, and that's a part of our.
Yo. Bro.
As they should. Well, as they should. We're essentially saying that mediocrity is enriching, and that's
Sadly.
a part of our culture. That's. I don't think that's a good thing.
Facts.
It's not uncommon
I
for
agree.
this metathesis to be corrected in schools.
It should be corrected.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah, what the F? Yeah, so yeah. So black kids, they should not be corrected. They should not be told the right, bro. They should not be told that slang is not to be used in classes. They should not be told that, because bro, crazy, bro. It is sad that people justify crazy stuff. It is sad that the woke blacks justify BS, bro. They make excuses. They mollify. They placate. They infantilize black people, black kids. They act as if black kids do not have the ability to be logical, sagacious, to use non-slang, bro, to as if black kids do not have the ability to speak properly, they act as if black kids have the inability to speak properly, proper English, to speak properly, English. Crazy.
As they should. Well, as they should. We're essentially saying that mediocrity is enriching, and that's a part of our culture. That's. I don't think that's a good thing.
It's not uncommon for this metathesis to be corrected in schools.
It should be corrected. I mean,
Yes.
think about that for a second. If you're saying that it is part of our culture to not pronounce words correctly, you're implying that there's no need for someone to improve their vocabulary. And
Facts.
also, just because something is a part of your culture doesn't mean that it's good.
Facts.
This is particularly common when Black children are in predominantly white school districts. Although this is valuable knowledge when speaking and learning standard American English,
Bro, the wild blacks, they make the whole group look bad, bro. They make the whole group look bad because they support goofy-ish, bro. They support goofy stuff. I meant to say they support goofy stuff that that is why the whole black group, that is why all blacks receive hate from a lot of non-black people. That is why all blacks receive hate. That is why the whole black group receives hate. That is why the whole black group receives hate from a lot of non-black people. A lot of non-black people, not all, but a lot.
Need for
Because
someone to improve their
of
vocabulary.
what wild
And also,
blacks
just because
do.
something is a part
They
of your
excuse
culture doesn't
Crazy stuff.
need for someone to improve their vocabulary. And
Yeah.
also, just because something is a part of your culture doesn't mean that it's good.
this is
Facts.
particularly common when Black
She
children are in
cooks.
predominantly white school
She
districts.
cooks.
Although
Goth
this is valuable
sticks,
knowledge when
cooked.
speaking and
Goth-
learning standard
goth
American
sticks,
English, it's
cooked.
important for educators to
spoke.
realize
Facts. Not bigotry, not hate, not odium. Facts.